Now, in this big beautiful world of ours, there's plenty of ways you can spend your free time. You can become the world's greatest nut buster that ever lived, or you can lick ears for a living and please thousands of people with your beautiful noises, I guess. Now, that's what most people would do when they have free time. You know, they want to learn skills to better their lives and do fun things as hobbies. Well, me, I don't really be doing much of that stuff, man. I mean, I do some hobbies on the side, but nothing major. I mainly just have an addiction to video games. That's about it. It's something I can't kick. Video games, they've been my go-to for the longest. They're the way I spend my free time after a long day's work of maintaining my octa-trillionaire Sigma grind set lifestyle, you know, going to the garage sale, buying a used diaper and flipping it for double the price. But sometimes you're just not really feeling the mood for a video game. You kinda just wanna be a lazy bum. More than you already are. You don't feel like putting in the effort to start a new game, a new queue, a new story that you gotta interact with. You kinda just wanna be on the rails, so to speak. And that's where movies and TV shows, that's where they come in. But here's the deal though. You still got that video game itch. You wanna be in that sort of theme of a video game, right? You wanna be in that universe, in that world still. And this is where your monkey brain decides to combine two things. Why not watch a video game movie? Hey, you know, that's probably really great. Well, I know when I say video game movie, most of you guys think of dumpster fire disaster that doesn't deserve to exist. Most of the time you're right. These movies, these adaptations, they're not it, man. I don't know what the hell is in their brain. They never even adapt the game how it is. They always mess up somewhere. They always get something wrong. Like, take for instance this guy. I'm pretty sure we all know him well, and if you don't, you'll live under a rock or something. I don't know, go outside, breathe some air or something. But yeah, this guy used to look like this guy, okay? I remember when I was watching the trailer for this movie, I was thinking to myself, what the hell is this thing, man? This is not what I signed up for. It's those weird humanoid legs, those eyes. They're not like how they're supposed to look like. They're too human, man. And the teeth. I can't even get over the teeth. The teeth and the lips. Oh my god, man, it's just hideous. Oh, disgusting. I mean, it's like the combination of human DNA spliced with hedgehog that they got food coloring mixed in also at the same time. This concoction that they made in the laboratory, even PETA would be willing to bring this thing back behind the barn and put it out of its misery because something this ugly must be suffering every day. But that's just one example of studios getting a movie completely wrong in the looks department. There's another one, and it's an older one, man. This is way back in time that we're talking here. The Super Mario Bros. Movie. Yeah, they made a movie about that in the 90s. And let me show you a picture of what a Goomba is supposed to look like. In your mind, imagine the Goomba that you always stomp on every day. You know, it looks like a weird little brown mushroom thing. But in this movie, they look like something straight out of your nightmares. Look at this! What is this supposed to be? How does this look like this? Something here is cute and small, while this thing is huge, jacked, and looks like they could play in the NFL. What is this? And their heads are so small. What? I don't understand, man. I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense to me. How can you mess this up this bad? And the plot of the movie doesn't even make sense with the original game story. Now, we all know what the story of Super Mario is, right? The princess is kidnapped by King Bowser and you gotta go rescue her, right? We all done it before. You stomp on Goombas, you stomp on Troopas, and you ride a dinosaur every now and then. But hey, forget all that backstory, all that nonsense. Now we're doing something completely different out here. We're changing the game, ladies and gentlemen. Make Mario appear 30 years older than Luigi, place him into an alternate dimension in a dystopian city in who knows where, give them trigger-happy personalities and arm them to the teeth, and just make them go to town, man. They're out here roaming the streets, clubbing, getting the punani late at night. You know, I just don't understand what they're doing. It's crazy. And I know this has nothing to do with the original story. It doesn't make sense at all. And you know who we should give the credit to? The beautiful director that made this movie. This guy, you know what he said about the original games? That they weren't the real version of the story. The real version of Super Mario is his version. The movie version of him going to the club and getting lit. That, you know, it's just... okay, it's just ridiculous, man. Honestly, it's one of those movies that is so bad it's good. And I really think it's funny. But And not all movies are like that. Not all TV shows are built like this one. And a good example of this, and I hate to say it, it's the Halo TV series, man. And I kid you not when I say this. I'm pretty sure there's more dedicated screen time to ass cheeks in this show than actual action scenes. I'm not even joking on this, man. At this point, they might as well make Master Chief's butthole a side character because, you know, he's so prominent in the series. He's had such an influence in the show. Might as well throw him a few lines of dialogue, you know, see what he's got cooking up there, man. And hey, hey, you never know, he might be Oscar material. Now, the main guy in the Halo series, the Master Chief. If you don't already know who he is, I'll give you the spark notes real quick, alright? He's a badass super soldier who doesn't talk much, gets the job done, has a thing for his AI companion, and he enjoys the occasional mass slaughter of Mormon aliens that try to push their religion way too hard because, well, in their religion, they want to blow up the universe with giant rings of death. And yeah, that's his whole shtick, so to speak. See, but that's what he's like in the games. In the TV show, they decided to spice things up a little bit, you know, make things a little weird out here. Well, believe it or not, our man, the Master Chief, lost his V-card to a Covenant spy, the group that he's literally fighting against in the games. I don't know what to say anymore. At this point, this man has literally seen more action in the bedroom than in the battlefield in this TV show. I literally just don't understand what's happening with the show at all anymore. And to give you context as to why this doesn't make sense at all, what I'm watching, it's because we never see this man's face ever. It's practically like his helmet's super glued to his face. But now in this show, we basically have a dedicated 24/7 cam of his rectum at all times. These adaptations have slowly made me lose my faith in humanity. It's day by day, hour by hour, minute by minute. It's really exhausting me. And well, there is some light at the end of the tunnel, you know, because there are some good video game adaptations like The Witcher. And I know, yeah, Netflix coming up with something that's good. We're living in a new age now. We're making progress. And they did fix the Sonic movie from that abomination to this, and they're even making a third one, I'm pretty sure, that's on the way already, since the second one was actually a success, surprisingly. So maybe it isn't all doom and gloom. Maybe there is a little bit of hope for humanity after all. But man, these Hollywood directors, they're really having me out here questioning my faith entirely. And maybe, just maybe, if we fix video game movies once and for all, who knows what other problems we as a society could tackle in the future. Maybe we could finally solve the world hunger crisis. Or we could find a cure for cancer. Or maybe we could build homes for the homeless. Then with all of the world's problems solved, then maybe your dad will finally come back with that 15-year-old expired milk. But yeah, that's about it. My name is Griot. Thanks for watching. Eat your vegetables, stay cute, and yeah, thanks. Later.